Good evening, I'm Alex Dierckman. Indiana University dedicated one of the nation's fastest computers today. WTIU's Noel Visser reports on the benefits Big Red 2 could bring to the university.
Big Red 2 is what's called a supercomputer. It's 25 times faster than its predecessor, Big Red, and has the ability to complete computations that would take an average computer about 200 days in 8 days. IU Vice President for IT, Brad Wheeler, says the computer will be a big boost to research.
Big Red 2 is a benefit to all of our researchers. That may seem surprising at first, even folks who are in the digital humanities or ethnomusicology or people who study ancient text will be able to use this.
University officials say researchers will likely come from around the U.S. to use Big Red 2's capabilities. Associate chemistry professor Monroe County says Big Red 2 could be used to complete complicated calculations that were impossible before.
We study catalysts, so these are small molecules that can carry out reactions at low temperature, low pressure of reactions that usually would not happen. And of particular interest is trying to understand artificial photosynthesis, which is the conversion of water, carbon dioxide, and solar energy into fuel. So that's what we're trying to understand and actually design new catalysts that can do this better.
These types of computers usually last 4 to 5 years. For WTIU News, I'm Noel Visser.
The Southern Monroe Water Authority in Monroe County is telling residents to boil their water for at least 5 minutes before drinking or cooking with it because of 2 water main breaks at the point on Lake Monroe today. The company did not say what caused the breaks. Water supply has been cut off since 10 a.m. from affected neighborhoods. The company says residents should continue to boil their water as a precaution, and officials are not sure when the alert will end. And if the governor signs it, Indiana will become the 28th state to legalize and regulate midwifery. Those who back the practice took issue with the provision in the Senate version of the bill requiring doctors to sign a supervisory agreement with the midwives. The supporters said in the other states where the requirement existed, doctors found insurance reasons prevented them from doing so. The measure requires 4 to 6 years of education or clinical training for midwives, with licensing left up to the state's medical licensing board. It requires mothers under the care of midwives to see a doctor in the 1st and 3rd trimesters of a pregnancy and only allows low-risk births to take place in the home. And here's a look at the weather. 44 degrees tonight with a chance of rain showers for most of the weekend, a 60% chance tomorrow and an 80% chance in the evening. The high will be in the lower 60s. And here's a look at the 5-day forecast, a 50% chance of thunderstorms on Sunday, and the weather will clear up on Monday and Tuesday with highs in the 70s. For WTIU News, I'm Alex Dierckman.